All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Let Me Show You Chicago, except today is a reverse episode. I'm on the south side of Chicago with my friend Shermann Dilla Thomas. Dilla, great to be here with you, man.
Really happy to be here with you, brother.
Yeah.
I've been seeing you wearing suits and shit everywhere, kicking in, so shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you. So Dilla came on the pod probably 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
We talked about a whole ton of Chicago shit. So I always wanted to talk to you about, hey, maybe we go out and you show me, part of the city that I've never been to. So
Right.
It's kind of what we're doing today. So right now we're at Altgeld Gardens, and we're gonna go look around, check around, and you're gonna tell us the history a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I appreciate you, man. It's a lot of people in the world who say they want to experience places in Chicago, and the second you be like, okay, great, I'm gonna take you to Altgeld Gardens. Then they start tripping, and they grandma's sick, they gotta save a kitten out of a tree, all kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. But I think a lot of problems that we find on the south side of Chicago is because these type of spaces don't feel seen. They aren't really acknowledged by anybody besides the people that lived out here. And so, it's an opportunity to show you something new, but also show you that it's like everywhere else, it's just a community, right? We're here in what people call the projects, and it's supposed to, I'm telling anybody that's like watching this, Google Altgeld Gardens and see like what folks have to say about it. But we standing out here, I hear the damn ice cream truck. It's kids going to get ice cream. I'm stopping myself from going to get ice cream, actually, because I want something like a mofo. This is the place that get Barack Obama started, right? So whether you conservative or liberal or whatever the fuck, it's still kind of cool as hell a person from Chicago became president, right?
For sure.
But this place has been fighting for environmental justice way before Aaron Brockovich and all that shit. Like this date predates all of that. So it has like this story of heroism and people like Tim Hardaway from out here. He invents the fucking crossover. You know what I'm saying? We love AI, but it starts with Tim Hardaway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's some tragedy too, which we'll get into about like what these people face, just simply wanting to live, right? When we was driving over here, what did I tell you to do?
You said roll down the windows and smell.
Right? How did it smell?
It didn't smell good.
Not at all, right?
No.
It sucked, right?
Yeah.
And all we was doing was just riding through here. And we can kind of get into the history, when it got built and all those type of things.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Dilla. Let's go check out the gardens.
Yes, sir. So these are the names of the people who died from an illness caused by living here. Not because they didn't take care of themselves, they smoking 10 packs of cigarettes a day, just being in this environment made them sick and they lost their lives. Look at whole families. Dawson Bishop Sr. and Dawson Bishop Jr. and Madison, like that's insane. So in most cases it's cancer, but it could be asthma attacks, it could be lymphomas, it could be stroke, it could be heart attack.
What did the smell? It's like some type of
So
plant.
across the street is one of the water reclamation districts. You've had like Shermann Williams Paint Company been over here. So like I said, it's called a toxic donut. There are 50 landfills and 382 industrial facilities surrounding this area, right?
This donut.
This is the donut. The thing that pop out to you the most, man, is all the goddamn same last names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like-
I came for the whole family. All right, we're about to go drive around a little bit, and I gotta say, right out of the gate, Dilla's car is unbelievable. What is this? What year?
This is a 1970 Lincoln Mark III. Canary yellow. It's our original paint too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
How in the hell you keep the paint like that from
I
1970?
don't know, dude.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
But it's my new favorite thing on earth. Sorry, wife. I love you.
So we're gonna hop in. We're gonna drive around a little bit, go to the high school, and just keep it rolling.
Yeah, but bro, imagine living out here and there are no fucking trains.
Oh yeah, man. How do they get anywhere?
But look at all this shit. And then like, you seen the store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what kind of fucking groceries you getting out of there?
Yeah.
Not shit. And then like, what the fuck is around here?
Why is this like so?
What the fuck is around here?
There's nowhere to go around here, huh?
Nothing. But then like, boredom brings bullshit. In a poor black space, right, boredom can bring gangbanging. In a poor rural space, boredom brings using fentanyl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all fucked up. It all ends up in a loss of life, right? When you ain't got no opportunity to get to shit.
All right, so now we're at the high school. So everyone who's from Altgeld Gardens goes right to Carver.
Well, it used to be, and even that's like crazy. So this area doesn't really technically have a public high school. They got a charter school here, and then this is turned into a military academy. And so selective enrollment. You got to kind of test in here.
So not everyone who lives there.
Not everyone who lives there can even go to the
Really?
high school that lives in their neighborhood, right? Which starts more shit because when you live here, you got to travel to go somewhere else. Then the people that are from there, right? You know, that's how bullshit can start. Now you're scared, so you bring a weapon, and then what should have been a fight turns into some more bullshit. This school, man, you know, like I say, man, everything dope about America comes from Chicago.
Yeah.
And in many instances, the crossover, brother, because it's hard to say a name that was doing that move in the NBA before Tim Hardaway. Then Casey Russell went here, and he was on that 1970s Knicks team. Terry Cummings, who was crazy good in his day. And a lot of people that made it to the college game as well, but like I said, if you was balling your ass off out here, you play good as hell, but it's an AAU tournament in the city, and it started at 6, how you getting there? You ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, not around here.
Unless you have a car, right?
Yeah.
There's no train. So right now they're getting ready to break ground for the CTA red line.
It's going to develop all the way over
Yeah, it's
here.
going to come all the way to 130th. That's going to be the first time that this place got built in the mid-1940s. So they didn't have a way to get downtown since the 1940s. Since then, people put out in this neighborhood can't even get to downtown to get jobs. And where are the internships? And they have bus routes that take you to the red line, but the buses stop, you know, 6, 7 o'clock. So other than that, you're screwed in many instances. And we're forgetting one important ass thing. This is Chicago. It gets cold as hell. One of my favorite things to do is watch you bitch as the weather changes. You know what I mean? You don't enjoy that shit.
No.
And you got access to a vehicle, and you can move
sure.
around. You know what I mean?
For
You
sure.
Uber Black every day if
yeah.
you fucking wanted to, right?
Yeah, man.
Imagine that shit. Imagine you having to go to the Barstool studio in Chicago from here, and you ain't had no whip. Right? It's a pain in the ass. And even if you took it in the spring, boy, let that polar vortex hit your ass. We get one of them wind chill days of -18.
Rips your face off,
Rips,
man.
man, I watch you. I'd be like, look at my middle-aged, cantankerous pal pissed off. He be fucking going, no, they need to have you on the weather when it's bad. He says it every year. I don't know why I'm here. I can get the fuck out of here. But then we get this, and it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, right.
It's good. When's that red line supposed to be done?
It's supposed to be done in about 4 years.
Maybe like 90 years, huh? That they never had.
No train, that's insane. Like the fucking Cubs before they won in 2016.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
exactly,
The Cubs got a championship before Altgeld Gardens got a train. That's
so
like,
true.
that's insane,
So,
man.
You see that, Dilla?
What happened?
The plant, you can see the plant in the background.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
They deserve love too out here, so I'm glad y'all pulled up.
For sure, no, happy we did.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do one more loop through Altgeld. Just check it out one final time, see all the blocks.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna head over to Parkway.
I used to work right over there at the pool.
No longer open.
To your point, last couple summers, the Park District hasn't been putting, you know, water in every pool on the south and west side, just because they don't have enough lifeguards for it, I suppose.
All things considered, though, like that looked like a decent park. They got a pool. Like, if it weren't for the toxins and the transportation sucking, this could be kind of a nice little community. Would you say so too?
Yeah,
Or?
I agree. They always say Chicago's clean as hell,
Yes.
right? We're in the housing project where it's supposed to be bad and everybody's fucking throwing their crack pipes down. It's clean as shit out here.
Is there a lot of drugs in this community?
I would say so. It's a lot of drugs anywhere. There's a lot of poor people. Smell that shit though?
Yeah, man. That's it right there.
It's like pungent and it stinks. You can damn near taste it, right? And then not all cars have air conditioning. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about that shit in the 90s and 80s when all these options wasn't standard on cars. And just your trip to work and back on hot days, you gotta smell this shit. Look at the commute to the grocery store.
Yeah.
What grocery store did you see over there? That little corner market? You're not getting your eggs and cereal and vegetables and shit from that. And so you gotta get on the highway to get to the Walmart. So that was 130th, this is 111th. So if you ain't got a car, you're 20 blocks away from your nearest grocery store, right? So while we're in the car, we were just riding, listening to music, 15 minutes, and that's if you got a car. You got to get all the way to 95th Street to get on the red line.
Yep.
And so then, you know, add on to that shit. Your job somewhere where you can take the blue line. You're talking about a full-fledged 3-hour commute to go make minimum wage or some shit through the first pitch for the Cubs game and make sure that we tell Goddamn White Sox Day, don't be calling me a turncoat. Because I had to wear the hat and the jersey when you throw the first pitch, right? You know, if you're a Jewish dude, and you come and say, and I say, if you come to my house, your head got to be covered. Are you gonna bitch and moan? Like, no, dude, you make the rules at your house. The Cubs say, hey, Dilla, you gotta wear a Dilla jersey.
I think his rebuttal would be, then just don't do it. Say no.
Don't throw the first pitch at the iconic Wrigley Field. It's the only ballpark that's still standing that Jackie Robinson played in. The place where Bartman fucked up and the curse. And then you're calling yourself a Chicago historian, though? Like, I can't.
That's true.
I'm a Chicago historian. I gotta do all the historic shit. I've shot the puck at the Hawks game.
Did you make it?
Hell no. Shot a layup at the United Center. I did make it.
Yeah.
Threw the first pitch at the rate or whatever the fuck I'm supposed to call it.
Yeah.
Threw the first pitch at Wrigley, right? You got to do the things.
You
I
nailed
had matzo ball soup at Manny's.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I've had Pequods. I had a Jim's Original. Like, there's stuff you got to have around here.
For sure.
You know, I don't put ketchup on my hot dog. I've got cussed out at Wiener Circle before. Like, you know what I mean?
For sure.
I've laughed at Second City. I'm a quintessential Chicagoan. And I wasn't going to leave something off my list because evil-ass White Sox Dave was going to have something to say about it.
He is evil, right?
That's an evil mofo. He married and all that shit?
No, he's not.
See? That's why, you evil bastard.
I love this.
Unevilize yourself.
Even Dilla could see it.
Oh, man.
And he's a White Sox fan. He's your guy.
Man, I guarantee he doesn't smile at a strip club, does he? He's just sitting there.
Oh, no.
You're shaking your ass very well, ma'am.
He's one of those guys, he throws change in the stage like an asshole.
Man. So I'm wondering what's his origin story. Every villain has an origin story, right?
You're right, yeah. What is White Sox Dave's origin story?
He got an origin story. He was outside playing, somebody came and kicked his shit over or something. From that day on, he said, fuck the universe.
What neighborhood we in now?
We're pulling up to Woodlawn. A lot of people Woodlawn. Bernie Mac lived in Woodlawn for a good chunk of time. D. Wade for Scotch. Very awesome. It's this play. It's called Raisin in the Sun. It's also a book. A lot of people have to read it in high school. I'm sure you cheated your way through it.
I did.
The author, Lorraine Hansberry is from here. Hyde Park High School is in Woodlawn, which is weird as hell. You think like Hyde Park, but it's basically on the border of Woodlawn. But Amelia Earhart went to Hyde Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Chief Keef's from Woodlawn.
Yeah, Chief Keef, Lil Reese, King Von.
This is it. This is Parkway Gardens?
Yes, sir. Where is the gate I want to show you? There it is.
So this is O Block.
This is it. What up, bro?
It's all good.
Yeah, it will be.
No, we're not.
I'm a Chicago historian. My name Dilla. Like the history of Chicago. I talk about the history of Chicago all the time.
So what y'all had going right
So a couple things. One, I think it sucks that they got that fucking bike lock on the gate and it's like an emergency egress, you can't come through. But two, this is Barstool Chicago, so I just wanted to see the site. I look at things from a different lens, right? Not a rap lens or any of that, but right, like what a black community needs. You know what I'm saying? Why ain't no grocery store over here? You probably see my bus come up over here all the time. I got a big purple and gold bus. We stop by here. We're gonna be back by here. We got kids that come. We show people the O, and then we show them Emmett Till House, and just show them how close they are. So no, it ain't no clout thing off y'all, off the bull. It ain't none of that at all. And you put my name in Google right now, pop right up.
Nah, let us see your social media.
When you were a kid, did you play with a jungle?
Right, talk about what was invented in Chicago, shit like that. So yeah. So that's what we on over here. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, man, I hope y'all got a second of that, or at least a smidge. And that kind of proves my point. So, Eddie been asking me forever, like, when you get time, you're not touring, let's pull up, and because people love that clip. And you just saw the young folks pull up. People from all over the world bring their ass over here to film. They video get 1 million views, but then they don't, at any kind of way whatsoever, contribute to shit that go on over here. Or, you know, let's say somebody from over here gets shot by somebody else. These podcasts and shit will put the other guy on there And then ask them about the shit, right? Like, how you think that feel if you live here? So you seen it, as soon as we pulled up, it's like, nah, we're not finna be doing any of that instigating shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I don't know how much you guys heard, but they pretty much said don't film here.
Right?
Yeah.
And you had to have a discussion about it, which makes me very proud of the work that I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
it's like, this is what I do, that happens to me all the time when I'm somewhere getting ready to shoot some content or something. We have a conversation, and from that conversation, I'm like, oh, you all good. But we're on 64th and King Drive, and this is what they call O Block. And we wonder why people had that kind of feeling about this space. Well, look at the gate around it, right? Can you imagine living your whole life, starting from a kid to you're an adult? You got this big ass gate that doesn't just stop you from getting out, stops people from getting in. It's a bike lock on the emergency egress. Now, out of the shot, we got security with us, right? And then, you know, I had security with us earlier when we were in Altgeld Gardens. He'll be able to tell you if a situation kicked off on this side of the complex, he got to go all the way down there to get in to render help or to stop a situation, right? That causes shit. So then if you grow up having to get your food passed to you through bars, by the time you're older, then we all surprised that like jail don't scare them. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to go to jail. What the fuck? You live in jail, right? Ton of people hop the gate, you know what I'm saying? In order to get out so that they ain't got to go all the way the hell around. And that's just like being a normal kid.
So there's only one way in, one way out.
Only one way in, one way out.
And what's the logic behind that?
So the logic was that'll keep gang shootings from happening inside the place, right? Which you still don't. What you're actually doing is you're encouraging more people to tap into that type of world. People don't start off 15, 16, 17 and angry. Like I said, I ain't mad at them. They'll do an interview in here and then the person will put the clip up and make them look stupid or, you know, not match up to the context of what phrase that they saying, you know, try to like get the most salacious line. There's some very popular bloggers make YouTube videos that have made millions off of black folks killing each other or getting somebody on there that don't know no better start talking, now they snitching on themselves and 2 weeks later it's a Fed case. So I understand it, and it's crazy. This should be a place of tourism because this invent drill music, right? Yeah. Like people should be able to come. You can go see Louis Armstrong house and Nat King Cole house. I'm sure people got a natural curiosity. It's Lil Durk and Chief Keef, and you know, Chief Keef just performed at Summer Smash last year, right? It's his first time back in Chicago. That shit was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Those people flying in. Because people come over here and it's kind of done in treating people like zoo animals sort of way. They don't be with that shit.
Yeah, like those kids didn't come over here to be tough. They're just tired of people kind of.
Yeah, but don't make no mistake about it. But I had been told no, and we, you know, I say it all the time, man. Respect is free. Disrespect will cost you everything.
And can you say one more time too, like how it got the name O Block and?
This is Parkway Gardens is the name of the place. It's called Parkway Gardens because before we changed the name of King Drive, it was called South Park. Then the residents started to call it various kind of nicknames, but right about 2012, a kid named Odie Perry was killed, and the kids named this area after him, like in his honor, you know. And we see that all over the world, right? It's like a lot of these schools are named after something, you know what I mean? People name things after people who were in this community, and Odie was their childhood friend, you know. Yeah.
So it's named after Odie.
Yeah.
And then this is so Lil Durk and Chief Keef, all of them grew up here.
Yeah.
And this is where drill rap started.
Yeah, for the most part, this is where it gets popularized, right? It's a guy named King Louie, another guy named Pac-Man that started in the southeast side. But, you know, Chief Keef's song, in the popularity, you get Kanye and all them on there.
All right, Dilla, man. Anything else we got to get out there before we wrap up here?
No, we say it on the internet every day, man. FAFO. If you come to a new Chicago neighborhood because you heard the lady got the best snow cones on the south side, or you're gonna stand in that hour-long line and eat limbs, then hell yeah, we wanna have you. We would love to see more of you. We wanna support your business. We wanna listen to Barstool Podcast. We wanna do all that. But if you're coming to Chicago to treat people like zoo animals, or come to the South Side to treat people like zoo animals, or you coming to buy drugs and shit at 2:30 in the morning in a dark alley, some shit might happen to you. You know what I mean? But you don't get to like place an indictment on the entirety of an area like everybody over here don't. That's right behind us. There's a mother walking with her damn kids, right, on their way to the house. It's FAFO over here like it's FAFO everywhere else in the world, right? You know. Their answer to security wasn't hiring more security guards, wasn't to find something for the kids to do, wasn't to build a new basketball court in here, wasn't to build, you know, some of these units, the vacant units, to put a computer lab or something for the kids, no podcast studio. This neighborhood gets popular for a song of rap, a genre of rap that's making billions, no recording studio, right? All this shit is ignored, but then you like shocked that this place has a reputation, and it does, but it also, it's some, you know, regular and amazing people come out of here. Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you. Obviously, lifelong Chicagoan.
Yes, sir.
Never seen this side of town, so I appreciate you showing me around.
Oh, yeah.
Welcoming me in, and obviously, any good place where people can help, you know, these communities and whatnot, anywhere.
Yeah, so, yeah, absolutely. So, his name is Pastor Corey Brooks. They call him the Rooftop Preacher. You can look him up. He has an amazing church that's right down the street. Every year they do the world's largest baby shower, where single moms who, you know, don't have a lot, they do the world's biggest baby shower where they get them strollers, car seats, diapers, connect them to resources, give them classes, learn how to breastfeed, like all of these things. And so if you're watching this, you want to support something over here, I would say tap into that.
For sure. We'll put the link in the description of that. And thanks again, man. It's always great chopping it up with you.
Yes, sir.